This is the oil can that I'm going to make the sheath for the large fieldcraft knife out of. It cost me nothing, and because it's oil that was being used by one of my relatives, and they gave me the can. And as you can see, it's quite a large one, but the way it's sculpted and all the different pieces here, it's going to be difficult to get the material that I need, but hopefully a little bit of jiggery pokery I can get it done. Now just a word about tools that I use to cut this plastic. You can mess around with scissors and things and knives, but for safety's sake, this diamond cutting wheel, keep your fingers out of the way, it cuts better than any knife and any pair of scissors. It's in the kit that comes with the Dremel, and it's some kind of diamond abrasive on it, and it does cut through plastic and even small pieces of wood and metal. The brass particularly goes through it dead easy, and this is what I'm going to use to cut out the plastic, and when I've done that I'll be back. Right, that's that done, and the two pieces of plastic, just move that Dremel out of the way, right here. And I've mentioned this before about this stuff. It's got a very shiny side that goes on the inside of the sheath for obvious reasons, and a stippled side which will take paint when rubbed down. And here is the skeleton of the bottle, as you can see. Oh, I've mentioned about this. These are really clean, these bottles. They've been washed out and well, not washed out, they've been wiped out and then degreased, and I'm going to use every bit of this. As I say, I use everything but a squeak on these bottles, all kinds of brackets and things and little clips that I can make out of this stuff. It's really good, so that'll go in my bag until it's all gone, and that's that. I've put a fold in this material, as you can see, using a heat gun. It folds up, and don't press it down like you would fold a piece of paper, just loop it over so you've got that nice even bend, and just a little bit closer to this end, because this is the closed end, believe it or not. This end here is going to be opened up, but I like that so it will mould over the hilt of the knife. And this here is so I can see what I'm doing on the marking on the inside, but as you can see, it's coming along nicely. And as you can see, I've drilled the holes, and I've rubbed down on the inside with my trusty rubbing board to thin the plastic, so that when I put the eyes in, they give a good grip and a good seal. And also it helps for when I paint the glue on as well, that holds it. So as you can see, it's coming on quite nicely, and the next step is gluing and eyeletting. Oh, and I say this when I do this, do not forget to clear these holes of flashing. That's my next step. I've got to clear the holes of flashing, because if you don't, it's going to be a nightmare when you put those eyelets in. So I've put all the eyelets in, and I've come to the bottom of the sheath, and as you can see, it's got a bulge in it. And what you need to do now is, I was going to drill it and I thought, no, this is dragging too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up and squash it down flat, then drill the hole, and that will make it easier for me to contour around the corner. First I'll start off by being honest and showing you a muck up. As you can see, there's a drill mark in between those two, and I hadn't flattened down the end of it, so it bounced on the drill and was in the wrong position altogether anyway. So I've shaped it, moved it down, and as you can see, excuse my shaking hands, this is a problem I've got, but there's the piece of it, and all the rivets are in. It's sculpted at the top, and this is a carrying case. This is not like I can make an attachment. I'm thinking of doing it just to show you I can, but basically it's a carrying sheath to keep the blade out of the way of your body and your pack. But I'll put it on the thing and zoom back. As you can see, it's quite nice. Bit of paracord when it's dressed, but I've got to fit the knife yet. Put a bit of heat on it, fit the knife, dress it with paracord, and generally that'll be the end of it. I've fitted the knife to the sheath. As you can see, as I say, it's only a carrying sheath, but there are ways that I can put a belt loop on it, but that's for another day. As I say, as you can see, it's nice and nicely sculpted, the edge down the side, and I'm going to show you all of it. And it's glued as well. As I say, it is glued, and for a big sheath like this I think it's necessary. And also to reinforce it in the eyelets I'm going to thread some paracord, so it's going to make it even more sturdy. Anyway, I will be back. Here's the large fieldcraft knife and the sheath, and there is over 8 feet, 9 feet of paracord, actually 9 feet of paracord in this. It's very light, and to get this off is better than undoing one of your prize paracord bracelets. As I say, people buy these paracord bracelets and you say to them, well, why don't you undo it? And they go, no, I ain't doing that, I like it. Well, with this, it's not that great, and you can easily put this back on here. It's a good thing, and it's nice and handy to put into your pack, and you will always have that large, as I say, amount of paracord. 9 feet is not a bad amount of paracord at all, and if you can't get out of trouble with 9 feet of paracord, then, well, better have some more training, I think. Anyway, I've very pleased with it, as I say, for an old oil can, and I've still got another half of the oil can left because I used a fold method, which I wasn't going to do. I was going to use 2 pieces, but I used one and folded it, as I've shown in this video, and it worked out quite well, and I'm very pleased with it. And the knife is looking really good now with its sheath, and it's all ready to go into someone's pack, and hope you like it. And as I say, for 0 pence.